So either of the feature matches will be good. We'll find out.
Cedric Phillips versus Ben Stark, or
against Martin User.
Martin LeBaire.
With my standard elf.
Martin User.
Martin User. Okay.
Ben should be right behind you.
I can't pronounce anything.
We're all having a.
Todd,
We're also warming up.
Get with the awareness program.
And Rashad is gonna tell us who our feature match is. 5, 4, 3.
The two of you actually tied on points.
Do you know who our feature match?
But you had more points in other categories. You broke the tie.
Right. Oh, so we got Cedric Phillips and Ben Stark. It looks
right.
Like.
So that is exactly what it is.
That's Ben, right? Yeah, Ben's sitting down right there.
Where's Stark? There.
So we're gonna. It looks like we're gonna have Phillips and Stark.
We have a few quick things to go over before we get this round started.
See Gabe Walls walking around there.
Yeah, a lot of good players here in attendance today.
Right now, they're announcing the 2009 series winner, the 2009 writer contest. So I'll be letting you know what's going on.
Thank you all very much. I get to do something that I don't always get to do, and this makes me very, very happy.
We're cutting to the awards ceremony right now.
Prizes and some cash. Always fun.
We're going through.
As John said, my name's Glenn Goddard. I'm the tournament manager for Sun Mesa events. We were the folks that coordinated the past 2 years of the state championships here in the U.S. and Canada. We had over 6,500 players in the U.S. this past year, making it one of the top 3 of the decade. And we have you to thank for that. Thank you all very much for attending. As an additional note to that, we tried something new this year with a writers contest for people who wrote about the state and provincial championships. And I'm here today to pass out some awards for folks who did very, very well. We had 3 categories this year. The first was best overall. Our judges were Chris Galvin, previous vice president of R&D or not R&D, but organized play for Wizards of the Coast. Matt Cavada, author of Savor the Magic, yes. And Scaff Elias, who is pretty much acknowledged as the founder of the Pro Tour. You couldn't get a better panel of judges. These were their choices. In the categories Best Overall and Most Poignant, Gavin Verhey took home both prizes.
Congratulations. The camera died.
Yeah. For his trouble, he today receives $1,000. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and make awards for the rest of the people who are present today. There'll be a press release that you can all catch later on at the various websites. They're floating around the hall now. Brad Nelson, writing for Channel Fireball, took 2nd in the Best Overall category. Good job. And finally, in the other category of Best Overall, Todd Anderson, writing for Star City. Good job, Todd. We thank all you for your participation in states for those of you who played. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to talk to us. All this information will be available on your favorite websites.
Whatever.
Yes, please. Right. Good job.
Awesome.
Yeah. Guys, actually, you know what? If I can have your... Hey, Gavin. Let me have your website.
There's a microphone.
Show them. Is that all right? At their table?
Take it to the main.
Star City? If I put this in... Okay. Thanks. They'll be at the Star City table.
Okay. That microphone needs to go over there. It needs to go to the match. Oh, okay. All right, so thanks for enduring through. Obviously, we don't know how to operate a camera, but it looks like the camera died in the middle.
It looked like it was still on.
Well, the camera was on, but the feed died.
All right, so we're ready for our next feature match. The Ben Stark Cedric Phillips feature match is right here. Cedric Phillips, I believe, is playing Dredge. Ben Stark, I'm not sure what he's playing.
I think he...
Escape Shift, I think I saw.
Yeah,
I believe.
He was
testing Escape Shift yesterday.
Well, he's probably... well, don't worry about it. But,
do I have to turn this on or something?
We're going to go with him playing Escape Shift until we know otherwise.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's on.
Alright, so tell all your friends, send out some Twitter updates,
Facebook messages,
let them know that they can watch
smoke signals.
Grand Prix live.
Yeah.
I've never watched a Grand Prix live. Well, I haven't, except for when I've been there.
Yeah,
But I've allowed you all to watch.
We broadcasted the Grand Prix live for all you viewers out there.
This is our third Grand Prix, and we're not stopping.
More
Next stop, Houston, right?
That's next Grand Prix? I have to look at the schedule.
I believe so. Well, we're only doing the domestic ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, next stop, Houston.
Next America, yeah. Alright, they're shuffling each other's decks. We should be started somewhat soon.
Oh. Yeah, we're drawing 7. Look at that. And maybe Ben SW will come back. I think he had to run to the
timeout
the little SW room.
The little SW.
All right, so what do we got in? What we got the players doing? What's going on?
All right. See, both hands are kind of hard to see.
And Ben Stark, for some reason, is sitting.
Ben Stark's sitting kind of not centered to the mat.
Can you ask Ben Stark to sit at the mat?
We're gonna adjust Ben Stark's positioning.
We have to adjust Ben Stark a second. So. But they're gonna go on, so we still have gaming going. So.
Cedric leads with turn 1 Hedron Crab. He probably did. Yeah, he probably did that. Oh, so Ben Stark isn't playing the Escape Shift deck that we thought he was playing. He leads off with River of Tears, Thoughtseize. And Cedric shows Glimpse of the Unthinkable, 2 Necromoebas.
Necromoebas and Drown Rusalka.
And a fetch land. Glimpse is taken away. 1 time. Yep. Necromoeba is not exactly the card you want in the hand, but with 2 good mill spells in his hand.
It's perfectly acceptable for this Dredge deck to cast Narcomoebas. The previous Dredge deck didn't want to have anything to do with casting spells, but this one it gets up to 5 mana, and you just pay 2 and you get some Dread Return fodder.
And it looks like Ben Stark is playing Thopter Deaths.
Even though we did see him testing the Escape Shift deck yesterday.
I saw him playing that.
Oh, I'm sure with so many other people playing Thopter, he was convinced at the power of Thopter that you have to switch.
even though the Escape Shift deck is like his baby.
Yeah.
He was gunning for it for the rest of since the beginning of the season.
Cedric is at 15 now. So he's about to mill 6 here with Hedron Crab.
Yep.
Let's see if he gets a good 6.
1, 2, 3.
Narcomoeba, even with 1 in his hand, it still gets 1 off his deck.
Yep.
There's the next 3, Bridge from Below, and Ideas Unbound, and Iona.
Very nice.
So, no dredgers, but...
He doesn't need any dredgers anymore. He's already there. Yeah. All he needs is a Dread Return.
Sure. Drown Rusalka will hopefully help him out.
So... Cedric hand now, we know he has a 2 Necromoebas still in hand. Looks like maybe a land in his hand as well that he drew for the turn.
Dark Confidence drawn by Ben Stark adds to his hand of Compulsive Research, Thirst for Knowledge. And I can't see the last card, but he's also got an Urborg in hand and another land. Cedric, of course, still has 2 Narcomoeba in hand, right? And and drew a Bloodghast.
Okay.
So I think on a turn he's going to sacrifice Narcomoeba, make a 2/2, discard Bloodghast, draw a different card. And then next turn, hopefully he'll get a land and be able to get the Bloodghast back.
The raid token enters into play.
maybe get some
I think
some dredgers.
I think Rashad tokens are being reserved for 2020s today.
I mean, Rashad is kind of a 2020.
A Putrid Imp is drawn by Cedric.
Putrid Leech? Putrid Imp? Putrid Imp's no longer legal.
Yeah, I mean...
Stinkweed Imp.
Stinkweed Imp. Stinkweed Imp is drawn by